to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, and they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. Those Giants shocked the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. Things going well so far. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career. Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Second and 10.
Second and 10, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Handoff to Walker from the gun. The second down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
He's making a bid for it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10.
Play fake, Darnold. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's got it at the 5. It's a Seattle touchdown. Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it'll be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing. Jason Myers the kickoff for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out.
Big game downfield. There he goes on the right side. All the way, touchdown, Seattle. Seahawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform. You just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 10.
Off the play action, May. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
first play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Walker off his own read. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Darnold. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Darnold off the play action. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 8-yard
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a 20-zip lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Patriots, nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
May now on third down. That's incomplete left side.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He dodged the tackle. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Look at that power, deep left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
Incomplete. Jalen Hawkins on the coverage.
Darnold. Chase down. Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
And it's third down.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead.
Patriots nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Henderson here from the gun. He's got room to roam. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
By Julian Love. A gain of 12. And a Patriot first down.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's
3rd and long for him here. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
We go set.
First and 10, Darnold. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
We go set.
Here's Darnold. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
We go set.
They'll air it out on third. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th.
We go set.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. To the sideline, and it is incomplete. Short of the line to gain. Wouldn't have mattered anyway on 4th down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hits him on the out route. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Borregales connects. And that lowers the gap to 25 points. So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Seattle.
Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Quick throw completed by May. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
May now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. Drop this to Henderson underneath. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And a nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. Pulled in at the 20. Has some daylight through the 40. Again, he's got room. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Will give up the gut to Walker. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's Darnold to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Good coverage by Carlton Davis.
From the gun, Darnold. Dump off caught by his back. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth. Play fake, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Sticking with Henderson. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up fourth down. So out now comes the punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night.
Formation for the Patriots.
Takes it in at the 26. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Now Darnold off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Toss play. This is Walker. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a second title is within their reach. Throwing is Darnold on third down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and now they're staring at 4th and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressive still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game. Not just on the scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all. They've just been tough to come by.
Yeah, just hard yards. Just hard, just no rip. Really throughout this one, let's give some credit to that defense who has just had their number from beginning to end.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on third down.
It's third down. 3rd and 15.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Running for it. It's Walker. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's a design boot. He's got it. And stop me if you've heard this before, Rob. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the 4th. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
Seahawks 35, Patriots 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense all set to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Heads out on the bootleg. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Almost 5 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Working now from the gun. Bo finds his running back, Henderson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Their punter making his way out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead.
42, Patriots 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The New England offense running out now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. The give now to Henderson. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. That one complete to Diggs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Motion the slot man right. First down. May. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down. Back to the air. It's May. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And things look tougher now with third and long. Third and long for him here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. And here's a timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. They'll bring out the punter here. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. He's got it. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a second time. It isn't just that they are Super Bowl champions, Brock. It's also about how they got there. A dominating win in what's supposed to be our most competitive game of the year.
And when it mattered the most, they really leaned on the strengths of this team to not just win it all, but to make a statement. Do so in a way that you're not supposed to do in a Super Bowl. This is meant to be your toughest fight, an all-out battle for every yard and every inch and every point. And instead, of the league's 2 best teams in the building, we saw one team truly in a class of their own.
Commissioner Goodell out to the stage now to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.